All right. Couple more minutes. We have a few more people coming in just so we can get going. But anyone that is in our coaching program gets this as a recording, so we don't have to worry about that. I just wanted to make sure we have some guests that get to join us. Once a quarter, we'll do a free call like this where you guys can come in and get some info.
Invite a friend. You invite someone from your team as well. Invite a partner you've been doing business with to be like, hey, we have our quarterly free mastermind call. We all leave with, because we're a community, leave here with great tips. And um, I'm just going to kick off the recording, starting up the call now, because
Get
what's
started.
on my heart to say is, like I said, we're a community here, and Heather has got me all motivated with this challenge. So, but I wanted to say a happy new year to every single one. Those that are on the call today, thanks for showing up and getting on, staying close to the fire and ready for growth in 2025. I just wanted to put a side note. I wanted to thank each and every one of you guys for being patient with me, and the nice text messages and just the love that you've given me the past 2 months since my mother has passed. I'm feeling really good and inspired and remembering everything that she would want me to do with my businesses, and I'm feeling really good today. So I just wanted to tell y'all thank you from the bottom of my heart. That being said, we are going to roll into today's call. Our call is from 10 to 11. Heather's doing the first mastermind call of the year and the first challenge of the year. And I must say, I love being business partners with Heather, because if you've seen my social media from a year ago when we launched Elevate, my social media is so much better than it used to be. I always did it for fun. Now it's fun, but more with a purpose. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting a lot of results from all the tips that Heather has taught me and held me accountable for, just like these challenges. And so, that being said, Heather, I just want to honor you and thank you for helping us all grow in 2024. We've all learned so much from you, and I'm so excited for my growth when it comes to all the areas, but especially social media that we're kicking off today. So that being said, anyone who doesn't know Heather Knox, she is the co-owner and founder of Elevate Coaching. She is our social media expert, and I'm going to let you take it away.
Thank you. And newest trainer of the year. I will pat myself on the
Yes.
back for that.
Yes,
No,
she got the PT50 Trainer of the Year.
that was super unexpected. And I mean, I cried on the stage, which I was not planning on doing. So that was super cool. Um, but I also want to introduce Mandy. Mandy is our mindset coach. So she is the one who you're going to want to go to for anything mindset, business, scheduling, get your life on track. I know most of y'all, except for Lana, are our coaching students, but this is also going to be recorded, and I'm going to post this on Facebook so people can see it, since this is one of our free classes of the year. But I do want to just get started and really just dive in, since we are on a time crunch for 11. We started a 30-day Reels challenge. The thing with the 30 days is, yes, we started it 3 days ago, or at least the group that I brought together, and we started it 3 days ago, but you can start this any day that you want to. So you do not have to start this 3 days ago or in a week from now. You can start this in a month from now once you get everything all figured out. But it is a 30-day challenge that holds you accountable, and I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to put you in a Facebook chat, and we're going to hold each other accountable to get these reels made. So when it comes to reels in general, this is for all video, but specifically Instagram is where I get most of my leads from when it comes to reels or video. Obviously, I still do them on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube and all the other platforms, but Instagram is what I have seen the most growth with. So that's the platform that I'm going to follow along with. For anyone who doesn't want to do it on social media, this is also a thing that you can do in your email drip campaigns. You can make these same type of videos or this same kind of information and put it in an email drip campaign if that is the route that you want to take to get your leads. So no, you do not have to be a social media expert. You do not have to show your face every single day. You do not have to be so like involved in being on your phone and being on social media. If an email drip campaign is the way that you want to do it, or even a flyer campaign or a postcard, you can kind of take this same concept and put it into all of those different kinds of lead generating things. Myself specifically chose social media because it has the most reach. I can make one video and get thousands and thousands of views on this one video, where if I send out emails and I send out flyers, I only have a few hundred, maybe 1,000 contacts in my email list that are people that I already know of, where social media is strangers that are going to come and find me. So I'm going to share my screen and dive right in. If y'all have any questions, please put it in the chat. Mandy's going to be monitoring that. And then if you are watching this after the fact, put it in the comments below on Facebook, or I think this is only going to go on Facebook. So put it in the comments below on Facebook or on YouTube, and then we'll get to any of your guys' questions along the way. So I'm going to share my screen and really just start with the Reels challenge that we're doing right now. And so just to make it easy for everyone, can y'all see my Canvas screen? Yes? Okay. So let me find my mouse first of all, because my mouse is backwards. Move this little dude out my way and make this a full screen. So I choose 30 days because it's something that I can hold myself accountable for 30 days. What is the, Mandy, I know maybe Sammy, what is like the number of days for a habit to start?
They say 21, but also 66. So I believe it's 66, but whoever they are,
Yeah.
say 21. But my belief is 66 days, and that's what I've been trained from other high level mastery trainers.
Yes. So, Sammy, I saw you unmuted.
Oh, I didn't mean to, but yeah, I
You
mean,
don't have
I'm
an
gonna
answer.
follow in line with what Mandy says. I mean, it's just, I think, I think it's like for social media. I think it's like every month you just have to, it has to be a goal, right? But it has to be something like there's a start and end, and then next time it's a start and end. And I would even say it's just the habitual thing at the end of the year, then you're going to be in mastery.
Yes.
But
So
yeah.
yeah, I agree with the 66 days because 21 days for me is like nothing. Like I cannot get much done in 21 days. And if 21 days goes by, I probably don't even remember what happened. So 66 days sounds a lot more workable for me. But literally after you do a week worth of videos or even a 30 days worth of videos, it should become like clockwork. Like you should easily be able to make another video, record another video while you're out driving. I mean, if you guys looked at my Instagram for the past 3 days, the video I posted last night was literally my son was looking at the sunset. He took a picture of it and I said, "Hey, can you take a quick video?" 10 seconds of the sunset, video made. That's how simple of these videos I am choosing, like purposely choosing to make because I want my work to be simpler and not to make everything so complicated. So 30 days of reels for me is a like tangible amount that I can actually like grab onto and work with. Okay. So this here is the PDF that you will get for joining the 30 days reels. I can put the link because actually Mandy doesn't have that link. I'll put it in the chat at the end here that you guys can download the 30 days of reels if you haven't yet. This is just a free download. Um, so yeah, you're gonna go through, you're gonna learn about me, how I use social marketing, social media and video in my marketing. I started back in 2021. I still use it to today, 2025, and it is still bringing me clients. I had 2 listing appointments yesterday. Well, one was on the phone, and then the one was the day before from social media. Y'all, 1.6 million in my neighborhood that I will be selling next week. Y'all will see it. This house is gorgeous that I got from social media. And do you know how I got this one? I posted a few videos. He is in my neighborhood. So, of course, I am in my neighborhood group. And I posted on there just a few things. Like, I never post on there, "I'm a real estate agent. I'm here to help you." It's always something helpful. He had reached out and said, "Hey, I have a few pieces of land that I want to sell." This was 6 months ago. I listed his land for sale because no other real estate agent in my neighborhood was wanted to do a $60,000 land deal. Me, I'm going to be like, absolutely, yes, I can help you with a $60,000 land deal because why not? It's super easy. Why not? What is it now? 6 months later, he has now fired his luxury real estate agent from the Dominion and is hiring me because of my presence on social media, my reach on social media. He saw that I shared, I'm trainer of the year. So he's like, wow, I saw that are getting these awards all because I'm sharing my life and what is happening on social media. And I helped him with a $60,000 deal because I was not in that mindset of I am too much for that. Okay. So he just fired his long-time real estate agent to use me because I am a social media real estate agent. So think about that when it is coming to making your videos and what it is that you're sharing. That think of social media is your resume. So digital resume before you start making your videos, that's what you want to think of social media. I'm not going to give away all the details today, but this is just little tiny nuggets that I will share with all of my coaching students as we go along and help you through your journey on social media. This is what you're going to get. I loved Sammy sent this to me and genius. She actually is an amazing student and did the work. Okay. She sent this to me filled out. What was your lady's name? Like Susan or Karen or Julie or what?
It told me to like pick a name. And so I literally went to Google. I said, from the age of 28 until 65, what is the most popular female name? And I'm like, that's my name. And I chose four of them. I'm like, I want the most people I can get. And I'm like,
You're
okay, those are my
being
people. And then I added, and their spouses, right?
right. Yes. So I break this down to specifically a named person. Like I am going to be selling to Amy that is coming from Ohio, Colorado, Idaho, California. Like I want these people, I want to share with them my experience here of where I live in Texas Hill Country. If you're in, if you do live in Ohio or you do live in New York or you live in Florida, show me that gorgeous place that you live in and why you choose to stay living there. So I want to know who your ideal person is. And you need to know who your ideal person is, that you're going to be speaking to that exact person. So let's go out of real estate for like a second. So Mandy is a one-on-one, like coach, professional entrepreneur coach, where she's going to come in and she's going to adjust your mindset so much that you're going to know how to make money in your business. So her ideal client isn't going to be Amy from Ohio. Her ideal client is going to be a millionaire that has a business, that knows what they're doing, that is running a successful business, but isn't running it to their full potential. And she's going to come in and, she needs that person as her ideal avatar. So not every single person on this call is going to be a real estate agent. They're going to be a lender like Sammy. They're going to be a business coach like Mandy. They're going to be someone else that they want to talk to that person. So Mandy's going to be talking about your wealth and your investments and your mindset and getting that sort of stuff right. So you at Mandy need to adjust your name, your person, your current need to the person that you want to be talking to, not the person I want to be talking to. It's two completely different people. So this is your homework, is to take this paper here and answer these questions, like really answer them. Don't just, oh, what do they search on social media? Cute dogs. Like, no, what does that ideal client actually do? So this is probably the most important part about your videos that you're going to be making. Um, Instructions on, sorry, I couldn't read it. Real challenge instructions. So for 30 days, my goal, and I want it to be your goal, is to post one reel a day. That includes Saturday and Sunday. It doesn't have to be a business post Saturday and Sunday, but it is still a post keeping your account active and Instagram seeing like, hey, she's showing up. Let's keep pumping out her videos. So just quickly pick a time of day. You want to make sure you have a cover photo, and then your length of your video somewhere between 5 and 7 seconds, even though the professionals have came out and said like our attention span is now between 3 and 5 seconds, which is crazy. But that is your attention span. If you look at yourself watching videos, how long do they hold your attention for? 3 to 5 seconds. If they aren't showing me something good within 3 to 5 seconds, I'm on my way. So think about that. Think about yourself from the outside looking in on how long do you take watching a video? So how long are you going to actually watch that video that you posted? So you want to make sure you're thinking about that stuff. And again, this is all stuff that when you're in our coaching program, you are going to get, I'm going to talk about this for 30 minutes and really explain it to you and explain the background of why this is so important when you're on social media. Social media, meaning Instagram, Facebook, all of those, is a business. So their job is to keep you on their app, which I have done so much research on and I have so much knowledge in my head about it that I could just literally talk about it, but I'm not going to for the sake of this video. um, and if you've already had your call with me, you've heard all of this. So you do know this already. This is just a repeat to get you going for 2025 that if you are not on this 30-day reel challenge with me, you need to be. So these are the instructions. It's going to tell you exactly how to go through. Expect your viewer to have never met you before, so act like you are speaking to a stranger. And I'm sorry if I'm looking, I have my second screen over here, so if you guys see me looking the opposite direction. If you're a current coaching student, you have access to me. I mean, I'm going to say 24/7, but I'm not going to answer your call at 11 o'clock at night. So you do have access to me. If you are not,
I always say, Heather, it's on demand, but by request and not
yes,
every week.
so right. Yes, you have access to me. You can send me the message whenever you want to, but I do have hours that I will answer you back at. And if you're not a coaching student for this Reels challenge specifically, you will only get access to this that I'm showing you right now. And I mean, can you ask me a question on Facebook and might I answer it? Yes, but your my coaching students are going to get like top-notch help. Um, and then lastly, if you want to become a coaching student, to get full access to myself and Mandy, you can either send me a DM, that is my Instagram handle, my phone number, and then our website Mandy's going to put in the chat is elevaterealtorcoaching.com. And that is how you can get a hold of us at the moment. We also have our um, coaching web or coaching Instagram. We are Elevate Coaching. So if you do not follow us there, go follow us there as well. That is on Instagram. So this is what it looks like when you open up the 30-day reel challenge. You are going to get examples of words that you should be putting on your screen. So this is more geared towards a real estate agent because I kind of geared this challenge towards real estate agents. But like Sammy, for example, she went and she knows how to use our program. So she went into ChatGPT and she made it talk like she talks. She's making it talk to her ideal client that she put in. So another thing on the coaching program is we do also teach how to talk to ChatGPT, which we
Game
did.
changer of the year. That literally was my favorite tip of the year. That
I
specific
love it.
chat. It knows me. Like I can ask it anything and I tell it and we call him Chad. That's why I'm saying he. Me and Heather were like, let's just give a chat on this. And I just told Heather, thank you. That was like the biggest game changing tip for me to process,
Yes.
literally process life, process my brain, process everything faster, better. And I love it.
Yeah, he does everything for me. Like pretty much made most of these. I always put my own spin on it when it comes to like words because
Yes.
I might say like or I might spell cuz C-U-Z instead of because. And so I do want it to still have my feel on it. So people feel like they are talking to me. So when that client reaches out in my DM, we're basically best friends already. Like they know everything about me, they know my life, they know what I do. They get on the phone with me and we're like literally chit-chatting like we've known each other for years. So that's how I want it to be when it comes to these clients talking to me. Like they usually are a mom or a dad or a husband or a wife or whatever they are. They usually have kids. um Sometimes I get like the retired because I live kind of in a retired-ish area. But they're still like usually a married couple with some kids that want some sports, that want some outdoor activities, because that is exactly what I have already sold them. I literally, my videos are, if I was looking for a blank and blank a house in whatever in Texas Hill Country, this is the house I'd buy. If I views like this make me feel so grateful to live in Texas Hill Country. I am showing them a lifestyle and a culture and just an experience of where they could be living at because that's what I, am purposely putting out there for these people. So this is specific because I am a relocation real estate agent. That is my niche. That is what I have narrowed it down to. You could be a new construction, you can be a veteran, a military, whatever it is that you want to talk to, that's who you need to be making these reels for. So that's just an example. This is pretty much the end of that, just showing 30 days, it is done for you. I take these words, I put them on my video, and off I go. It takes me less than 5 minutes nowadays. Um, I do want to share now one more quick video thing before we are moving on our way for the day. Does anyone have any questions before we move on? If you have any in the chat, we can answer them. If not, um, we can keep moving on, or you can raise your hand and we can talk really quick about that before I move on to the next part, and then we are closing it out.
I do want to really advocate for this program, if I can just do that for like 3 minutes. We're
Absolutely.
on day 3, right? I have been with this program and I've been like busy person. We're all super busy. And I'm like, okay, stories. And I just couldn't get into reels. And finally, Heather's just like, all right, here's a challenge. I'm like, all right, here we go. Like, how am I going to do this? Like, these take me so long to do. Finally, I'm just like, okay, it was end of day, 8 o'clock. Even yesterday, I did it at that time. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is easy. I put it into Chat GPT. I didn't even have to tell it that I was a mortgage lender. I was like, create a reel for me. And it literally just went straight to like exactly what I needed. Oh, you're a mortgage lender. This is your personality. You're A, B, and C. And I'm like, I didn't even have to modify it. I just, because it was late, right? And I'm working away from being perfect. I'm like, okay, here's a video because I have a million of them, right? Any house that I go into, I'm like, here's a video. I don't care. It's not perfect. Here's this. And it took me probably like half an hour. And then the day before or yesterday, it only took me like 10 minutes. And I even put in a program from my mortgage company. I'm like, ChatGPT, how do you know this? Like,
Because you
it
talk to it.
knows me so well.
Yes.
And and I'm just saying that, and now, right now, I'm working on it and I'm almost done. And now I'm like inspired and it's starting to like sound like me and what's exciting for me, which is helping people.
Mhm.
And so this has really made a difference. That homework too that Heather gave really had me, before I was just talking to my friends, and realtors, and now I'm talking to like my client, my perfect client, woman, business professional, earning an income of 150,000, right? Looking for a home of about 300,000 up. Guess what? If I keep on doing that every day, it's going to happen. And even yesterday, I had a new friend on Instagram. I'm like, whoa, no idea who you are, but you're not a woman, but it's okay. I accepted him anyways. But honestly, this has really made a big difference for me. And just work away from perfection and know that you can squeeze it in. And this is the way that you're going to make that reach with everyone.
Thank you.
That's it. I'm complete.
Yes, I made a comment on your um description. And I was like, Sammy, that is such a good description. Like, especially in it made parentheses, like it put a whole thing. And I was like, and she was like, to be honest, that was still Chat GPT. And I was like, wow, because did you ever do that drill that we did where you ask it questions and it asks you back?
I didn't, but I'm going to, that's actually my goal for this month is to really tell ChatGPT who I am. But even then, like I was just like, oh my gosh, here's this challenge. I have to get it out. I'm like, boom, here it is, right? So I didn't even go back and edit. And you came back, you're like, that was really good. I'm like, really? Because that was not even me.
Because I actually I'm liking just quick feedback on yours since you are a coaching student. I am loving that you don't have all the bells and whistles going on. Like you are
Mm-hmm.
keeping it very like I want to watch it because I don't see things flying everywhere. I'm seeing like your face. and you're not even talking. It's just literally your face. And
Mm-hmm.
but I'm seeing that and I'm getting that information. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving that I'm seeing like not all the things happening because I feel like sometimes you get, like you said, like you think too much about it and then
Mm-hmm.
you add all the things to it. And I don't think you need all that. Like it looks
Mm-hmm.
so crisp. It has a couple words that I can read. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that your page just looks very like your videos the last 3 days have looked very just understandable. And I'm like, yes, if I need a loan, she understands what I need.
Yeah.
Good job.
And it really is lining out with like who I am. Like I really do care about people. Like
Yeah,
I care about people. I'm like, oh, wait, I can really, that's who I am. And now I get to really express it. And so today is going to be really just starting to show my personality and things I'm passionate about. So,
so good because then that's when those people do call you, they're going to
hmm
have that same feeling that I really feel like I know you and you're going to
hmm
really explain this information to me. So good job. Good, good job. Love it.
300,000 lady can be my best friend.
Heather, I do have one question or comment or request. I think the ChatGPT class that you did was really impactful. So maybe doing that, I don't know, maybe the second quarter, because that's when we are growing, changing our pricing, our circle's going to be a little different. Having that class again. And then I think doing a 30-day reel challenge every quarter, the beginning of every quarter would be super motivating and would help us create that habit.
I think that would be great, especially since we are adjusting our I don't even know what you want to call them. Like
Our program and pricing, I
we're
mean, our
adjusting
inner
the
circle,
program
whoever's
a
in
little
now
bit.
is in. Well, I'll
Yeah.
go over that at the end.
Yeah, so since we are adjusting that, I think that's a very good idea to keep the
Uh,
chat GPT class. You're coming up in 2 weeks is you're going to be hosting this biweekly mastermind. So we get to get your brain and all of that. And so maybe when it's my turn again, we can bring in chat. That's a good idea. Very good
yeah.
idea.
And then
Uh,
the quarterly reel challenge, we can put that on the calendar so we know it's,
love that.
yeah.
That's smart because then it gets people like if they maybe not be ready right now, in a month or two from now, they will be ready to have the video, have the content, have it going. Um, so speaking of content, I do want to share. Can you all still see my screen, the videos?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna make them bigger. My mouse is backwards, so it keeps. Okay, so this, I just want to share a few examples. So when you are making your reels, this is the class that we teach when we go to brokerages. Um, so these are the main videos that I get my business from. And these are the main videos that y'all should be making if you're doing it more with the real estate side of it. And it's literally this simple. This is what I mean. Like when Sammy's like, I already had the videos made. I didn't make these, I didn't go spend hours of my day going out to make these videos. This is driving home from work. I mean, I wasn't at work, but this is driving home from my kid's school. This is my view. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to always take videos of it, but that's how simple, like, this is a local video reel where I am sharing where I live. So, Sammy, this is also something as a lender, you can still be sharing where you live because you want those people to come and do loans with you and move to this specific area. So, I know that everywhere where someone lives, they have a pretty view. There is something there that keeps you there. So, yes, it might not be this wide open spaces of green land and, blue skies, but maybe people like the city. Maybe they like the little coffee shop downtown. Like, show that kind of different stuff because this might not attract another kind of client that doesn't want to, live out in the country like I live in, which is totally fine. I don't want to work with that client because they live in the city. Like, I don't want to do that. So, this is how simple this video is, a like 5 to 10 second video. And all I did was put a couple words on the screen. Would you live in Texas Hill Country if this was your drive home from work? That simple. And then I'm asking for them to talk to me in the comments. So I'm asking that person to reach out to me. And what do we have here? Whiskey Barrel Homes is loving it. That's reached. That's someone I'm talking to. This is a customer of mine that I actually build houses with this home builder. So it's like simple stuff like that that gets the interaction from other people. But going back into, I'm going to keep reiterating myself about being in the coaching program and not being in the coaching program, you're going to understand what all these words here on the right, the importance of them and why they're so important and why I chose the certain words that are in this description here and why it all makes sense. So, without going into detail on all that right now, this is very important. So, if you want to know more about why it's so important, just reach out to me through a DM or a text. But these are just the simple videos. We went camping one weekend. I'm going to show Camp Finfo, which is 20 minutes down the street from where I live. I'm showing a lifestyle and a culture and an area of where it is that I live at. And then here, top 6 places to visit and move to in Texas. You can do this in any state that you live in, so it does not have to be my state here in Texas. But you do want to make sure that whatever state you do it in, that your town, your city is named on that list. So don't go making a thing and you live in New York and you don't even put, the city that you live. I don't even know any cities in New York, but California, for example, and you don't put LA, but you live in LA. Why would don't post that? Like, that's not bringing someone to your town or to your city. So make sure that you're at least putting in your location. And then here, Mr. ChatGPT, I told him this is what I wrote on my screen, and this was what he brought up to write in my description post. So these are just examples of local reels. Um, Other options that there is, if I can move forward, property tours. Property tours are super helpful when you're trying to show someone where it is that you live. So trying to think of like examples for if you're not a real estate agent would be like Sammy, because since you are a lender, it just makes it easier. Like what you can afford monthly, what you can afford if you have a $300,000 house, this is what your mortgage breakdown is going to be. If you live in San Antonio City versus the outskirts of San Antonio, like Stone Oak or Timberwood Park, like your property taxes are going to be different. So those are just easy, quick examples. You are the expert. You already know this stuff. So dig into your brain and pull out the information that when you're having these conversations with your perfect client, what are you telling them? So you want to be telling the same person that same thing. Like Mandy, when you're talking about your coaching program, one of
The
your big
results that they will get, right? The results they'll get, the problems I'm going to help them solve, that they will
exactly
solve.
results, problems, and then what is it like what you just told me before we got on this call? Like, Heather, what are your priorities? And how are you going to set those priorities up into your calendar? Like, you have to think of your ideal person and then how you're going to speak to them and how you're going to solve their problem. So I'm showing them here, how much do you think this home is worth? And I'm going to tell them, you know, how much they think this home is worth and how much they can buy in a certain area. So those are the kind of like video information that you want to be telling these people, your ideal client, what you're doing. And then lastly is educational reels. We can all do this the same way. Lenders, mindset, real estate agents, whatever business it is that you're doing. If you're a home inspector, you could literally be teaching them like this is what you should be fixing on your house before you have a home inspection. Like if you're an insurance person, make sure that your roof is this age. Like those are the kind of educational nuggets that you already have in your head that you should be sharing out there with your clients. So I'm just putting it on the screen of what they can be doing to help someone. And then I'm writing it out here in the description. Simple as that. Takes me a couple minutes. Ask ChatGPT how to help me, put it on the screen, add some music to it, on my way. And that video now sits on my social media platform for years and years and years, however long it is I want to. My social media has videos from when I started 4 years ago still on it, and they are still bringing me leads today. So don't delete things. Don't go in there and be all crazy unless it's a crazy video that you don't want people to see or doesn't help your business. But another quick example on that, because it popped into my brain, Mandy made a video a few years ago about her dog. So unless Mandy is a dog trainer, yes, you can keep the video. And yes, it brought you a lot of, I know your dog reminded me of it. Her
But
dog
she's so cute.
is so cute, but you're not
It
selling.
got me so many followers. But what are dog people going to do for my revenue, my mission in life? Nothing.
Like exactly. So like I don't even care if my videos went viral or if they get a crap ton of views or whatever it is. Like, if I'm reaching that perfect person and it takes 100 views to reach that perfect person, my job is complete. So don't worry so much about your views and what it is that is being seen and all of that thing. Because just because her video might have got 20,000, 100,000 views on her dog and she got 2,000 new followers, it didn't bring her clients to her coaching business. So think about that kind of stuff when you are making those videos and you think, oh, it's so cute. And oh, look at this delicious meal I made, yet you sell real estate. You just brought in the wrong clientele into your Instagram and you confused everything.
But you did tell me that, you know me, I don't scroll people like that I know's reels. I scroll puppy golden doodles,
Yep.
protein, workouts, stuff like that, teenage stuff. You said I could post that on my stories to show that as my life and who I am, but not like a reel that's on my
Exactly.
page. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
So,
you'll still see Tiffany and
yeah,
food on my and Jesus on my page.
yes. So
I mean
exactly. Your
my stories.
your stories are your life. Your stories are your reality. And without giving too much away to this call, that's just the last little nugget is yes, your stories are your reality, your life. My entire road trip lived in my stories. My road trip did not live in my reels because I don't want to advertise Tennessee and Arkansas and Florida in my reels because I don't want people to move there. I want them to move here to Texas. So I didn't advertise that. But yes, like my kids have a birthday or my kids did really good at, a tournament over the weekend in baseball or something like, yeah, I'm going to post a reel here and there, but I'm not going to be posting every single day like baseball hitting tips or, travel tips to different states because that's not what I want. That's not my ideal client. So yes, your reels need to be what it is you're selling, what it is you're doing. Um, my last tip before we hop off of here, um, I just lost it. Shit. Is oh, I forgot. Dang it. It literally was like
Okay, it'll come back to you.
it'll
Don't
come
think about it, and then I'll start finishing out the
there,
call with
finish it
some of
out.
the items, and
Yep.
feel free to interrupt me. Okay, so we have a few of y'all on the call today. So the rest of our community will be listening to the recordings. Heather sends them out. I don't know how she does it via email in our group, but she
I
sends them
do
out. And it's on our platform where it has all of our videos and the how-tos, all that good stuff. So this is the month of January, and we wanted to thank our community of over 40 people for um, committing themselves to coaching, for following through, for doing the challenges, to listening to our trainings. And remember, we are on the same path as you. We are both students as well. We just get to be the teacher sometime, and it helps keep our game tight in the areas that we are teaching. And it's just something that Heather and I are so passionate about. That's why when we first met and we decided to go into business partnership with our coaching, we just had um, the same vision and the same heart when it comes to helping people and collaborating. And it's so much more fun to work together. But that being said, you will see throughout the year our pricing change increase. But for our people that are in right now, this is our inner circle. You will not see any pricing change with you guys. So in case you're like, well, what's that? What's that? Say that. There's going to be a significant price change because with having like right now 40 people in it and the high touch where we're not on demand, but per the calendar and not every single week when it comes to one-on-one, just when you need like a zhuzh in your mind, getting back on track on something with maybe 2 weeks of accountability, which is a text accountability to make sure you get things done. But if you want to jump on a call, you can. Like I have one of our students, Melina, she's like, I want to be with you in person. I was like, okay, you have to come to my office. And then that's a little less time that we have, but no one's going to be able to do that. This is like our inner circle. And you're going to see people join it that are going to pay a different pricing that y'all have. And so I just don't want y'all to be like, what, the pricing's going up, what's going on? That's just how it is. Again, because it's so high touch. That being said, we have our annual event. So if you're in our inner circle, you do not have to pay to come to our annual event. It's January 30th, so please mark your calendars. Our speakers
Are amazing.
are, Heather, maybe you can get to the email faster. No, I can't. I should have had this up ready.
I can get to, sorry, it didn't tell me ahead.
So, Mandy, our speakers are, I know them by heart. I'm going to be the first speaker. I'm going to talk about how to win in family and business. Heather is going to speak on social media and her expertise in all things social media. Then we're going to have another real estate agent, Trey Serrano. He closed 33 million last year, and this guy is a powerhouse. We officed together for I think 4 years and in our building, and he is just an amazing guy. He's so motivating, and he's going to give you actionable results to help get more contracts and business in your business. Then one of my coaches, Joel Gunn, he is an expert on how to use AI for your business. So Sam, you think that you and I have been doing what we're doing? Wait till you hear him. It's going to put our Chad on steroids.
Mhm.
And then the fourth speaker is going to be my husband, Adam Smith. So Adam has been a broker for, I think, 23 years. He's been a home builder for 12 years. In the past 7, 8 years, he's built 99 doors, build to own. And so he property manages those himself as well, him and his team. He knows how to build wealth in real estate, and he's a major introvert. So he loves to present, though. He's a very dynamic speaker. So you're going to leave with some really good results on how to at least get your first one going. And if you have a few going, how to get more. Then we have Julian Jackson. He is a real estate coach. He's going to be teaching what, Heather, exactly? How to run a
How to plan and conduct a home seller and buyer seminar.
Yes, and we've seen him. We've seen his material. He's very detail oriented and very articulate. So it's going to be great. He's a retired Air Force, high ranking. So I love people who've been in the military. They're so disciplined, organized, and on it. And then we have Tomas Martinez with Luxury Home Magazine. So he is a coach. He is going to really, we're gonna have a working lunch. He's going to be speaking over our working lunch, and I can't wait for you guys to meet him and hear all the value that he has to bring. So again, Thursday, January 30th, be sure to mark your calendars. If you're in our community and you want to bring a team member or a friend, get with Heather. I'll let her decide the discount pricing on that. Seats are limited. They're filling up. So if you want to bring a friend, or a team member, get with Heather.
Yep.
Um,
And you buy the tickets just by on our website, elevaterealtorcoaching.com, and it's the first pop-up that pops up there to buy your
yes,
ticket
yes.
or to get your ticket as a student.
Did you remember what you were going to say, Heather?
No, because I
No.
was listening to you. It's okay.
That's okay. Well, we'll finish out the call with a couple questions. If anybody has any questions, we'll kind of leave this up for 5 minutes and then get everybody a 5-minute head start to their next appointment. Um,
That was good. Yes.
yes, yes,
Thank you
yes.
all so much for being here. If you do have to hop off, hop off. If you want to turn your camera on or don't turn it on and ask a question, feel free. But this will be posted, like Mandy said, in our back office of our coaching program. But I'm also going to post this on our Facebook group. So if you're not following it's the public Facebook group. I'm going to post it on there as well so anyone can come on here to see it. Um, but yeah, if you guys need anything in the meantime, I think all of y'all except for Lana at the moment are a coaching student. So if y'all do need anything, please just reach out to us and we will be here to help you.
Don, be sure to text me so we can have a follow-up on your goals. Just look at my last text message from you, which it recaps our last call. I'm getting caught up from being out.
Will do.
Sammy, while we're waiting, are you available today for
I was just about to text you and was looking at my calendar. Okay, so perfect. No, let's figure that out. Today is Wednesday. Today is honestly really tight.
Okay,
Um,
just send me a text about what works for you, maybe Thursday,
well, how
Friday.
about Thursday while I have you here? Pick a time on Thursday.
Thursday at 11:30 or 1.
11:30. Yep,
Okay.
11:30 I have it. Okay. 15 minutes. So, Heather, what I'm doing to level up
Yep.
is, and I'd like to interview you too, is I know my strengths, right? And sometimes I'm looking at my community, right? Realtors, people who are in the industry, people looking at my social media, and I'm figuring out what my weakness is. What is stopping me from hitting my goal, right? And my goal is to help that professional 300,000 and to close about 3 to 4 people a month. And what do you see is my weakness? And you're free to say anything that you want because it's going to help me level up by the end of the year to figure out what I need to do, right? So I want you to, and I want you to speak from community, right? I want you to speak as, hey, you know what? This is how realtors see you. Same with Mandy. Mandy, you would be more like mindset, as a mindset person. You're trying to hit your goal. This is what I see is missing for you, right? And also from real estate community. So this will make a big impact and help me hit my goals just to kind of see where my gaps are, right? Like you're here and you want to be here. Like this is what your gap is, and then I get to start implementing those things.
Can I
If
offer one piece of advice? I
Mhm.
was talking to Heather today and I was doing it to her over and over. She's like, oh. So you're saying about for families that you'd like to help,
Mhm.
like kind of doing this and kind of, I would
Mhm.
love to see you speak more direct. Like I will help X amount of families
Mhm.
this year and no
Mhm.
likes, no like and no kind of, I will
Yeah.
just
So
will.
Yeah.
help
And
me.
it's a confidence thing, right? That comes back from way
Because
then.
you
If I
are, and you're
say
going to
it,
actually hit over whatever you put. So
yeah.
it's not about, it is.
And to figure out how do I do that? What's that puzzle piece? Like how many calls do I need to make? How do I need to set up my calendar? How many Instagram posts do I need to make, right, to be able to hit that goal? So I'm really excited. But I'd love for you guys to just let go like any of your fears of like, oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings because I promise you in this scenario, you will not hurt my feelings. Now, if you come to me at 10 o'clock at night, you're like, Sammy, your video sucks. I'm like,
I'm in
all
bed
right.
by then, so I won't do that. But what I
Yeah.
will do is I promise to stab you in the front. I won't stab you in the back. I won't
Okay.
talk about
I
you, but I'll
love
say,
that.
friend,
Okay.
you need to stop talking like that. You are going to, you will.
I will take that on and I will. I
One of the
will.
things that you're going to see also is I put pricing for high touch one-on-one weekly 45-minute calls on our website. And so
Mhm.
that's also there again, just because our community is on demand by request. And even though it might be like a week to get on my calendar, I have one-on-one set calls, coaching pricing for high touch one-on-ones.
Okay.
So something I forgot to say earlier.
And dude, Heather, how lucky are you? Like, first of all, Mandy is her clientele are millionaires. You're getting coaching, like on demand coaching. Like I even saw the coaching right here in the video. And
Yep.
she's all like, wait, but like they interrupt. I'm like, oh man, like come to like my home loan consultations. Like, let's do it there. So,
I
okay.
mean, I put in some work to get her attention.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Mandy does not
I've
Beautiful.
take everyone in there.
yeah.
Like, pay attention to me. I will do something. Watch.
Yeah.
I'll help you. You help me.
Right? Yes.
Exactly. We are community,
Yes.
and that's where I have to surround myself with the most amazing so that I get it just like soaked into me, you
I
know?
love it.
So,
Me
Good.
yeah.
too. Me too.
Well, you're doing it and you're doing the real challenge and we're seeing you do the
Yeah.
work. So I love
Yeah.
to help the people that put the work in.
Yeah.
I'm
Agree.
not gonna hold your hand. I'm not gonna do all the things for you. I'm a very tough love person, but I love deeply and hard when I do. So you will get
Yeah.
you'll
Yep.
get the love if you put the love back and don't just take, take, take.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yes,
It's
thank you, Heather. Thank you for doing the 30-day reel challenge. It's got me all excited.
Yeah, your videos are doing good too.
Well, thanks.
You're changing it up a little bit, and I like to see the change. So I
Yeah.
think that is
I got
time is
one more minute. One more minute. Anybody have a question? While you're thinking of a question, I'll tell you with one of my challenges I'm going to overcome this week.
mm,
So next week, I'm doing a fast right now. Oh my gosh, I'm so starving at night. I ate last night. I go, Adam, I ate. No, you have to eat half of what I ate. He's like, stop it. But next week is a social media and Netflix challenge fast for fast for 21 days of fasting. And I was like, I'm gonna get so much done if we're not watching our Netflix right before we go to bed. Me and Adam were like, ooh, let's write classes, let's write training classes, let's do this stuff.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna learn how to preset my reels for next week so I don't stay
Me
lost in
too.
the challenge.
Me too. So
yep.
next week I have a huge VA event. So I need to set up for the event. So this week will not be it, but the week after, that is like on the Saturday, I'm gonna do all my reels and I'm gonna calendar it. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yes, I'm gonna send them as
And
drafts and I'm gonna figure it out. It's my focus. So
yes,
yeah, thanks for
ma'am.
getting me focused, Heather.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Love
I
it.
would love to hear how that works out for you or any tips or tricks like, oh, Sammy, this has been a game changer for me, and let me know.
Okay. When I talk to you, I'm gonna because that's on my list today. All
All
Perfect.
right,
right.
y'all. Well, y'all have a blessed 2025. Can I pray for y'all before we get off the phone?
Yes,
Call?
Absolutely.
please.
Okay. Father God, I come to you in Jesus' name, Lord. I just thank you. I thank you for our Elevate community. I thank you for the people who are also listening to this recording. Father God, I just pray that you will just infuse them with a revivification for life, for business, for what brings them joy, for their relationships, Lord, and that they plan out what is important to them, Lord, and that they keep their priorities and that they guard themselves from distractions and comparison. I pray that you just bless them in their business and in their heart today. In Jesus' name, amen. All
Amen.
right. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
You
All
too.
right, you
There.
guys too.
Bye.
Bye.